Stop. Before you or a loved one make the single most expensive mistake of your later years, I need you to look closely at a number. It's $114,000. That is the average annual cost for a private room in a U.S. nursing home right now. $114,000. Are you financially prepared to spend your entire retirement savings on one choice? Many seniors and their families believe this institutional care is the only safe option when independence begins to fade. It is often presented as the inevitable solution, the place you go when options run out. But I am here to tell you that this myth, the idea that the nursing home is the best or only choice, is a system designed for profit, not your well-being. It is a subtle trap that consumes both your assets and your dignity. We are not just talking about money here, though the cost is devastating. We are talking about something priceless: your control, your autonomy, your dignity. We all fear the day we lose control, the day we become a patient, not a person, the day we lose the ability to make our own basic decisions, the day we become a burden to our children, both emotionally and financially. That fear is real, and it is valid. But today, you will discover that you are not alone in this fear, and more importantly, you will see a clear, proactive plan to avoid this trap entirely. We are going to meticulously expose the hidden costs, both financial and emotional, of institutional care. Then, I will give you the 3 pillars of true independence, a strategic plan designed to keep you in your home, on your feet, and in control of your future and your legacy. Let's start by looking at what you stand to lose when you surrender your independence. The hidden emotional costs: loss of autonomy and self. The biggest threat to your longevity isn't just disease or physical decline. It's the silent, crushing loss of autonomy that follows. For decades, you have been the ultimate authority in your life. You decided when to wake up, what to eat, and how to spend your day. You earned the right to this self-direction. In an institutional setting, that cherished freedom is often replaced by a rigorous schedule dictated by staff and facility demands. You transition from being a decision-maker to a resident whose time is managed by others. You become a resident, not the master of your own home. Think about the sheer, irreplaceable value of independence to you right now. It is the freedom to choose. It is the dignity of self-reliance. When you move into institutional care, that dignity is often the first thing to be slowly eroded, day by day, choice by choice. Your breakfast time is set. Your visiting hours are often rigid. Your privacy is constantly managed by care shifts. You are expected to conform to the institution's clock, not your own body's natural rhythm. This erosion isn't just an inconvenience. It's profoundly psychologically damaging. This restriction of choice is what researchers often call learned helplessness. When an individual loses control over their basic environment, they stop trying to exercise control altogether. For many seniors, this loss of self-determination leads directly to emotional decline, accelerating physical deterioration. Studies have repeatedly shown a strong correlation between a lack of perceived control and increased feelings of helplessness, anxiety, and severe depression in older adults. This feeling of powerlessness is the hidden emotional cost that never appears on the monthly invoice. It is the insidious trap of losing your fundamental sense of self and purpose. Consider the simple, intimate act of choosing when to sleep or what to wear. In your home, it's a non-event. In an institution, it becomes a process requiring permission and scheduling. Over time, these seemingly small, accumulated losses chip away at your sense of identity and agency, transforming your spirit. But the trap doesn't end there. It leads to the second major emotional threat: devastating social isolation. Many families assume that a nursing home provides an automatic, vibrant social environment. The reality is too often a stark contrast. A nursing home is primarily structured around critical medical care, not meaningful community building or social engagement. The facility's energy usually revolves around monitoring and managing illness, not celebrating life, curiosity, or connection. Your primary interactions are often with rotating clinical staff who are focused on medical tasks and stringent regulations, not peers who share your lifetime interests or professional background. The tragic result is social isolation, even when surrounded by people. The social atmosphere lacks the spontaneity, depth, and genuine connection that makes retirement life purposeful. Loneliness, in these later years, is far more than just a sad feeling you overcome with a book or a television program. The medical science is crystal clear. Chronic social isolation and profound loneliness are associated with an increase in premature mortality comparable to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. That is the devastating impact of the loss of true community and connection. You deserve to live a life full of purpose, deep connection, and self-directed joy until your last day. You deserve a life raft that not only keeps you safe, but actively allows you to continue steering your own ship, not one that strips you of your navigation tools. Institutional care is often a clinical necessity at the highest need, but it should never be the default or the presumed solution. The goal, therefore, is to proactively preserve your social networks, your cherished independence, and your sense of purpose. This is precisely what modern, human-centric independent living models are strategically built to achieve. They prioritize resident-driven organized activities, hobby-based interest groups, and spontaneous social engagement, placing life ahead of logistics. This essential focus on human connection is what fundamentally sets true independent living apart from the institutional model. Now that we have fully grasped the emotional price of the institutional trap, let's confront the factor everyone fears the most: the staggering financial burden, the crushing financial reality, the $114,000 shock. The financial cost of institutional care is the primary undeniable engine driving the rapid new trend toward independent living alternatives. The sheer numbers are shocking, unforgiving, and they will dramatically impact your family's entire financial legacy. Let's look directly at the data, specifically drawing from the latest Genworth Cost of Care survey. The national median cost for a private room in a U.S. nursing home is now well over $114,000 per year. For an even more private, specialized room, it can easily climb above $130,000. This relentless six-figure annual expense is the crushing price of the institutional trap. Now, let's compare that frightening figure to the average cost of maintaining your independence right in your own home, even with significant support. The median cost for a dedicated home health aide who provides essential daily assistance with activities like bathing, dressing, and meal preparation inside your comfortable home is only around $60,000 per year. This is nearly half the astronomical cost of a nursing home. Even many independent living communities, which offer desirable resort-style amenities, structured social programs, and coveted maintenance-free living, typically cost between $3,000 to $6,000 per month, putting the average total well below the six-figure annual nursing home expense. The financial reality is unequivocally clear. The nursing home is, by a massive margin, the most expensive choice. This expense is driven primarily because your fees are paying for the enormous and extensive infrastructure, the facility, the regulations, the high overhead, not just the hands-on care you receive, and this leads to the biggest, most overlooked financial danger for seniors and their families: the rapid depletion of assets. Imagine spending that $114,000 every single year. If you have a hard-earned retirement nest egg of $300,000, that capital is entirely gone in less than 3 years. This swift, unrecoverable depletion of personal assets forces millions of families into devastating dependence on public programs like Medicaid, or it completely strips away the legacy intended for your children and grandchildren. It is a crushing weight, a profound unintended burden that you certainly do not want to pass on. The system is financially designed to consume your capital quickly, not strategically preserve it for your family or your extended care needs. But the most critical financial truth you must fully understand is the stark reality of who truly pays for what. The Medicare trap. We are systematically led to believe that basic government programs will miraculously cover these vast long-term care costs. The blunt truth is that Medicare does not cover long-term custodial care, the essential, ongoing, non-medical help you need with daily activities like walking, eating, and bathing for an indefinite period. Medicare will only cover short-term, medically necessary skilled nursing facility stays for things like rehabilitation immediately following a major hospital stay, and even then, usually only for a maximum of 100 days. This crucial distinction is a financial loophole that catches millions of American and Canadian families completely off guard every year, forcing emergency liquidation of assets. If you need permanent, lifelong assistance to live, that cost falls squarely and heavily on your shoulders, or on your family's shoulders, not the government's. This misunderstanding is the silent, ticking financial time bomb facing millions of American and Canadian seniors right now. The true, actionable solution is not to passively wait for the system to change, but to proactively and strategically build a financial fortress that prioritizes home health and community over expensive institutional infrastructure. The myth of the nursing home as the only choice is a system designed for maximizing profit, not for maximizing your well-being or preserving your assets. By exposing these hidden costs, we reveal that true freedom and peace of mind in your golden years starts with a proactive, self-directed plan for independent, community-based living. The 3 pillars of true independence. Your ultimate freedom, your lasting dignity, and your preserved bank account all depend on executing a strategic 3-part plan. We call this the 3 pillars of true independence. Pillar 1, home-centric health. The first pillar is solidly built around maximizing the time you spend in your own cherished environment, your home. Your home is your ultimate fortress of autonomy. It is precisely where you feel safest and most entirely in control of your destiny. The strategic goal is brilliantly simple. Bring the necessary care to you, not move you to the care facility, thereby preserving the priceless value of your personal freedom and comfort. The game-changing power of the home health aide. This is the immediate, most effective strategy for maintaining independence with support. A home health aide provides personalized, one-on-one care specifically for basic needs: bathing, dressing, meal preparation, at nearly half the devastating price of a nursing home. They provide the needed, compassionate assistance without sacrificing your personal schedule or your familiar environment. You remain the boss. You remain the ultimate decision-maker, simply delegating the necessary tasks that have become challenging. Simple. Smart home modifications. You can and must fortify your home to actively support this independence long-term. Installing simple smart home technology for remote monitoring by family, adding essential grab bars in bathrooms, improving lighting to prevent falls, and ruthlessly eliminating all tripping hazards are all simple, low-cost actions that dramatically extend your ability to live safely and securely at home. Think of these modifications not as expenses, but as micro-investing directly in your lasting independence. This proactive, preventative approach is the single most effective way to preserve your independence and prevent the minor accidents that often serve as the involuntary trigger for a forced move to institutional care. Pillar 2, proactive physical and mental health. The second pillar focuses intensely on building a resilient body and a sharp mind that actively defy the institutional timeline. The less dependent you are physically, the more genuinely independent you are in your daily life. Reverse muscle loss is the fight for freedom. Sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss, is one of the fastest, most direct routes to physical dependence and forced institutional care. It is a silent thief of your freedom. You must fight it proactively every single day. This means prioritizing simple, consistent, functional strength training. Forget intense, high-impact gym sessions. Focus entirely on chair exercises, light resistance bands, and movements recommended by a physical therapist that target your core stability. Even 20 minutes of walking or gentle, mindful movement per day makes a radical, life-altering difference over months and years. You are not just building muscle, you are building a resilient physical barrier against dependence, a powerful shield against the trap. Nutrition for cognitive longevity. Your carefully chosen diet must actively fuel your lasting independence. Focus on adequate protein intake to actively fight sarcopenia and natural, anti-inflammatory whole foods that are proven to improve cognitive function and mood. Good, conscious nutrition is the non-negotiable foundation of self-reliance, giving you the sustained energy to remain fully active and deeply engaged. Community and cognitive stimulation. You absolutely need a vibrant, consistent community outside of medical settings. Loneliness is a recognized physical threat and disease, so your social life is scientifically as vital as monitoring your blood pressure. Find social groups, seek volunteer positions that match your skills, or join hobby clubs. Embrace digital technology to connect with family and friends across distances. This active, meaningful engagement keeps your mind sharp, your spirits high, and your purpose strong. Actively combating the social isolation trap. Pillar 3. Building a financial fortress. The final pillar is about strategically protecting your personal assets so that you can confidently afford Pillar 1, care in your own home, on your terms, without financial fear. Since Medicare will not pay for the long-term custodial care you inevitably need, you must have a clear, substantial plan that fills that massive funding gap, long-term care insurance. While it may seem expensive or complicated, it is the most reliable way to cover the massive costs of long-term care, often funding the exact home health aids you need when you need them most. Do your thorough research now and check policy specifics carefully, as coverage varies wildly. If you can no longer get this insurance, do not panic, but consider alternatives immediately. Hybrid financial products. Look into carefully structured hybrid life insurance policies or annuities that include a long-term care rider. These plans are clever solutions that allow you to effectively use your death benefit to pay for care while you are alive, providing a significant safety net without entirely relying on depleting your core retirement savings. The power of proactive planning. Meet with a financial advisor who specializes specifically in comprehensive elder care planning. Now, not tragically when a crisis hits and your options vanish. Create a robust plan that protects your entire asset base and strategically prioritizes paying for care that keeps you at home, in control, and independent. Your financial strategy must be an unbreakable shield against the institutional trap. We have fully exposed the institutional trap today. The institutional setting often trades your invaluable dignity and fundamental freedom for mere convenience, and at a staggering cost that can reach over $114,000 per year. The true lasting solution is not found in an expensive, impersonal building, but in a proactive, self-directed plan that combines personalized home health care, determined physical independence, and a strong financial fortress. Your later years should be defined by enjoying your hard-won freedom, not tragically surrendering it. We all agree that control and dignity are priceless. But what specific action are you taking this week to ensure your life remains your own? Take that question to heart and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Now, if the cost of the nursing home scared you, and it absolutely should have, then you know that your most important next step must be about immediately securing the money to pay for your independence at home. We break down exactly how to afford Pillar 3 in our next essential video. Click here to watch Financial Freedom Over 60, 3 Smart Ways to Pay for Home Health Aids. Avoid the $114,000 trap now. Thank you for watching, and remember, the power to choose is always yours. Disclaimer: this content is for informational purposes only and is not intended to substitute for professional, financial, or medical advice. Always consult with a qualified advisor or physician before making major decisions.